I do need to be expedient because I have another meeting that I have to drive to, so I'll probably have to transfer to the car if it goes too much over half hour mark.
It will not go over a half-hour mark.
Okay.
And just waiting to hear back, and then I'll let you know when we're good to go.
Thanks, Derek.
All right, we are good to go. Let me start it. Okay, all yours.
Great. Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is the ALCOSAN Board of Directors Green Committee meeting. And can we have a roll call, please?
Sure. Representative Emily Kincaid. Mr. Paul Klein.
Yes, here.
Dr. Shanna Tharp-Gilliam.
Present. All right, so it looks like we have 4 informational items today. First, we are going to have the status of the Cycle 8 agreements, then the status of Cycle 9 municipal workshops, end date modifications, and then 2024 Green Committee meeting schedule. So we'll just roll right through each of those.
Okay, let me start this up. So as you pointed out, the agenda for this week or this meeting, item 2, status of Growth Cycle 8 applications. In the September board meeting, we awarded 12 projects, and all the agreements have been sent to the applicants. The current status, we have 3 fully, as of today, we have 3 fully executed agreements. We have 4 agreements that have been, we have received them back. They're going through a QA/QC process, but not yet executed. And then we have 5 that have not yet been received. And this is not abnormal. We have 45 business days, which is the beginning of December, to receive everything. This is where we're at right now for Cycle 8. Moving on to status of Growth Cycle 9 municipal workshops. At the end of Cycle 8, we always move right to the next cycle. And this year, we wanted to work with Three Rivers Wet Weather to reach out to municipal officials and provide them with information on the GROW program and the resources that we are able to provide to them to help the municipalities get in compliance with their consent order agreements. So some of the things that we've been some of the messaging that we've been doing is that we want to work with our municipal partners. And to do that, we want to identify, projects as soon as possible so we can start to make the right investments and grow, making sure we have green infrastructure that's appropriately sized, I&I projects that are focused on points of connection or watersheds, where it makes sense, where we could do sewer separation, and whenever possible, utilize multiple technologies. And then what we also want to let them know that we update all the assumptions.
Myra, how are you?
Based on project performance.
Sound pretty good.
Another thing that we wanted to let the municipal officials know is that we understand what the consent order agreement requirements are. And based on those requirements, we want to be able to help identify the most impactful projects so ALCOSAN can maximize their investment. And then, providing resources to assess the effectiveness of the projects. And the end message to the municipal officials was we really want to work out with all of you. This is a picture of, this is where I was going, Dr. G, after
after your awards. I had to go straight to another meeting. And I was, we were there with representatives from Wilkinsburg and Etna and sharing, the GROW program information with them. And usually at workshops, the municipalities identify source control projects. And then we're able to provide some feedback based on the context of the overall ALCOSAN clean water plan. And then we also want to find out progress on municipal consent order agreements. Other discussions that we have with them, we have identified potential projects in the past, and we want to bring that to the table. And then if there is any monitoring data that they have done, we would request that information to do a little bit of a pre-evaluation. And then finally, during workshops, we always want to know where we can help, because we do have the resources, we do have monitoring abilities, and we also have a suite of other grant programs that based upon maybe population, if they're where economically the municipalities at, we can identify some additional grants that maybe they would want to apply for to help with those projects. And in the end, what we're trying to do is just get the collaboration going, because one of the key messages that I laid out to the elected officials, projects that collaborate early end up always doing better in matches, because we always find something for them to include in their project that helps increase that match ever so slightly. And we want to invest as much as we can, so the municipality doesn't have to invest so much, then they can move that money to another project. Any questions on the municipal workshops? Okay. Next item are end date modifications. We have 5 projects that we will be bringing to the board in December, because there are no action items in this meeting. And also, as you can see, I've only got one of the 5 has reached out and proposed or requested an amended end date. So I'm working to get the other 4 ready for the December board meeting. And typically with a little bit of, some phone calls, I get everything in line. And all of these projects, they're not going to be done by the end date. So they all definitely need an end date modification. Are there any questions on end date modifications? Okay. Finally, last informational item, 2024 Green Committee schedule. So in 2024, we have 11 board meetings, and we will have 6 potential Green Committee dates. These are, they're not set in stone, but typically most of the Green Committees are 9 days before the board meeting, with the exception of November, which we've usually been having the day before the November board meeting. Any questions on 2024 Green Committee schedule?
That's good.
I will be needing to review. There are a couple dates that I may have conflicts for, that we may need to either use the alternative date, but I'll be in touch about those. Thank you for giving this to us. Yeah,
these are just potential dates. The actual dates are dependent upon committee members' schedules. So they can definitely shift. We'll all be prepared for the meeting.
Okay, any other questions on Green Committee schedules? Okay, well, Dr. G, you made that request to have a quicker meeting. So
Quicker yet effective and informative.
thank you. If there's, I don't know if there's any other business.
I don't have anything. I don't know if any of the other members have anything they'd like to raise, or Ms. Williams.
No additional business.
Okay, well, hearing none.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. So, Tim, I would like to say, as always, you know, your information is always very clear. That's part of the reason why we don't have a lot of questions, aside from the fact that we are in the 9th cycle now. So
Yes.
we have heard a consistent messaging from you and the work that you're doing. And also in prior meetings, you've provided us with information about our status as far as the spend versus the output of this investment, our return on our investment. So, it's always very clear. And I guess I leave space for those who are newer to the Green Committee to ask any questions, just to make sure that they have as much information as I've collected over the years. But thank you, as always.
You're welcome.
So if there is nothing else, we will go ahead and adjourn this meeting and look forward to seeing you all at the board meeting coming up.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes, and it is on my schedule.
Tomorrow.
All
Thanks, everybody.
right, looking forward to seeing you all. All righty.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye, see you tomorrow.